Hello, friends. Welcome you once again. And I'm really happy to be able to be a presenter this time. And I'd like to make my speech maybe a bit less technical and talk more about vision. But I do believe it's really extremely sensitive topic because we have to know for sure where we are moving. We have to know for sure where industry is moving. So I would like to talk with you a bit about Salesforce industry forecast for next year, key trend and challenges. So to make sure that we are still successful within this journey with the Salesforce, I'm really grateful. So, a couple of words about myself. So my name is Mykhailo. I'm a head of Salesforce practice and customer times. I spent almost 15 years with multiple CRM solutions. Initially, I got economics degree, so it gave me some sort of understanding both business side and technical side. So spent 5 years as a project manager, 3 years as a product owner, worked in really multiple industries and had chance to work in great companies and had chance to be part of the digital transformation journey. So that is why I really believe I have something to share with you in this regards, especially seeing what's going on in the industry this year and trying to predict and analyze what's going to happen next year. So, for me, it's really critical to build traceability and to build direct links between what's going on with markets and what's going on with technologies. Because these two areas are extremely connected and they're definitely moving together. So to try to build the same links and the same traceability for you, I would start my speech with short ideas and a short introduction of what's going on within the industry itself. So first of all, key background for the next year is expectations, because modern economy fully built on expectations, and all markets behavior are driven by expectations. So what's the expectation for the next year on the most of markets? First of all, global forecast. Global forecast for the next year is, I wouldn't say extremely optimistic. Yeah, most probably most of markets gonna be flat or maybe even some recession. What does it mean for businesses? It means that businesses immediately start thinking about their changes, about their challenges, and how to be successful on those markets which are flat or going down. And it means that most of companies with whom all of us working today, most of them gonna be smart next year. Most of them gonna spend, but spend smart. And I would say, usually, during such complicated years, markets and companies try to open new channels. They try to find new opportunities, how to sell, how to promote, how to do it with less budget and more effective. So it means that pretty often it leads to changes of budget holders inside of big organizations. Because when you have to just sell more and when you have just to improve your sales departments, it means budget owners would be around sales departments in IT. But when you have to open new channels, when you have to find new opportunities, when you have to try to change the way of working, it's pretty often lead that budget holders For the next year will be marketing departments in most of huge enterprise companies. And of course, like it's a bit another way of thinking. And it means for us as an IT, a bit new challenges. And I would say, like at the final statement, that this leads us to another step in the new way of industrialization, which is usually called Industry 4.0. So what does it mean? Just a couple of words. First of all, like our history saw a couple of industrial revolutions. Yeah, the first one was around mechanization, streaming power. Yeah, the second one, when we, as a civilization, we were able to start mass production. Yeah, like the third one was about automations, computers, and electronics. And right now, we are in the border of fourth industrial revolution, which is cyber revolution. And it means that we should change the way of working. We should be more selective. All production will be personalized, yeah, or at least moving into the direction of personalization. And right now, there is almost no borders between customers and manufacturers or like producers of any goods and values. So living in the world without these borders, living in the world without huge amount of information, that's basically mean this Industry 4.0, when each company has almost direct connection to their customers. But at the same time, it means that customers are fully overwhelmed with information, because like it's lead us to the reality of some sort of informational storm. And within this approach, yeah, we should help businesses to be unique, help businesses to target their customer and to have this effective channel of communication. So this is like overall trend. It was last year, I would say in the last couple of years. But now when most of markets really expect some recession, these trends would be just much stronger. Moreover, as I mentioned on previous slide, like holders of the budget will be marketing departments. So that is why I try to build this like traceability and linkage for you. So I really believe it helps to understand your customers better, to understand industry better, understand how to behave. So, like as I mentioned, Industry 4.0, it's totally new way of working. And it means that businesses would require much more comprehensive and complex solutions. So I would say it is some sort of slogan. It is not a software anymore. It should be a solution, and solution really complex. So what does it mean for us? It means that we are moving from approach working in classic CRM environment to approach working in complete industrial solutions. Architecturally, we are looking into Salesforce ecosystem. It means that those, let's say, classic CRM, right now, I would say that it is like a background for the new industrial solutions. So this classic CRM, usually what we saw consists of Sales Cloud, yeah, the key driven for sales organization, Service Cloud to make sure that our post-sales services on a good level, yeah, Experience Cloud just to connect all partners within its communities to build this, let's say, holistic ecosystem around the organization, and Revenue Cloud to drive offering, to drive order intake process. And I would say that overall in this classical CRM approach, key focus of the business was on order to cash process. Yeah. So how to attract customers is a bit classic way of working. Yeah. And how to then like generate as much revenue as possible from the customer. But now when we are moving into industrial solution on top of classic CRM, yeah, we had to build a complete ecosystem to work with data we generated in the past, yeah, to work with new channels. And it means that those companies who are successfully implemented this background of CRM now would be ready to make next step. And we, as their partners, should also be ready to help them to make this next step. And what does next step mean? It means that like we should build some CDP capabilities to make sure that all data collected from different sources, yeah, it's stored properly, it's harmonized, and like the quality of this customer data on a decent level. Yeah. Then we should have marketing cloud on top to help us communicate with the customers through multiple channels, to help us build this like really customer journey, which is not like just a marketing words anymore. Yeah, we really should manage this journey. Otherwise, within those reality of InfoStorm, yeah, the company will lose their customers. And of course, as a new sales channel, like more and more popular will be different types of B2B and B2C commerce solutions. Because like the classical way of working, I would say year by year, lose its attractiveness because it is pretty expensive to invest in a lot of sales team. Yeah, it is much better to build this strong capabilities of e-commerce and start generate value, yeah, and start generate income through this. And to make sure that all your data sources are connected and that your solution is really leveraged from this data. Yeah, Salesforce just recently announced like the new platform, the Genie, to connect all this story. So to connect your build, solution, and engine with multiple data sources. And this is like the new look and feel of CRM solution. Yeah, it's not classic one anymore, and we should be prepared. We should prepare ourselves for this. And since we are talking about really like huge solution, not just some pieces, yeah, I would say this solution will consist of three major pillars. Yeah, it's like engage your customer, monetize your data, and keep your customer loyal. So building these three major pillars in your solution really helps to drive the business, because like all this capability around customer engagement helps you attract as much as possible. Then knowing like your previous data and collecting new data, yeah, you should be as effective as possible with this attract customers. And by doing this, you're monetizing them and you are keeping them loyal. It means that all these connections should be almost in real time. You cannot build this solution if it is not real-time data, if it is not really data-driven. To make it possible, I would say that the best option is to have this solution in a like common ecosystem, because to build all these integrations, If solution is from multiple ecosystem, it is complicated. It is definitely increase cost of value of the implementations. It increase cost of ownership, increase time to market. So it means like that's not the best option. Really, the best option is to build it based on unified ecosystem. And it leads us to the next statement that now it is battle on this competitive market, not just between multiple CRM software. No, it is competition of ecosystems. And those ecosystems that are stronger will win this competition. Yeah, it is not a secret that like Microsoft ecosystem, we're pretty strong due to Azure, due to all these capabilities could be built on top of Azure. It become more and more complicated to Salesforce to compete. And that is why on this screen, which is described existing key Salesforce ecosystem offering, yeah, just I guess behind my head, you'll see this highlighted Genie. I would say this is answer of Salesforce to this competitive environment, because it was like missing stone of the ecosystem, and right now it helps to build like full circle of the solution within Salesforce. Like, what does it mean? What is this offering from Salesforce? Like, answer to the challenges, yeah. And I just try to put these 9 major pillars of the solution, which is really part of most of every enterprise engagement. Even right now, and like next year, it will be just this trend will be stronger and stronger. So within this offering from Salesforce ecosystem, we have marketing monitoring, yeah, and we have like customers monitoring using marketing cloud tools. It needs us, yeah, those first pillar of engagement to build this initial engagement of the customer. Like then when we start capturing these customers from the competitive environment, yeah, we should be smart enough, and within such volume of data, it's impossible to be smart enough by just some human decisions. Yeah, so the next step in this offering, yeah, within this ecosystem is different types of next best activities, next best offers, yeah, provided by Einstein prediction engine. So I would say it's almost nowadays, it's almost must in every complete solution. Then based on this best offer to the customer, yeah, we should give options to act through multiple channels. Yeah, so as a result, all these omni-channel and e-commerce tools, again, within Salesforce ecosystem, give capability, provide us with capability to monetize these best offers, like directly monetize within the customers. But we have to make sure that customer like really passes this journey, and like ideally not even once. Yeah. So then, since we attracted customer to iterate with us through like multiple digital channels, e-commerce channels, we should really build again with help of marketing cloud capabilities, its customer journey. Yeah, to make sure that like the order to cash process for our already captured customers is less painful, is as fast as possible, because again, coming back to previous slides, we are living in extremely fast moving world and fast moving environment. Then when we capture this order, yeah, we have to make sure that everything immediately without any silos, which is a huge headache of existing enterprise with silos. We have to make sure that everything we capture and everything we are driving through customer journey are really immediately distributed through multiple departments inside of an organization. And for this, again, Salesforce gives us a lot of capabilities of building flows, workflows on top, using different integrations approach. So building multiple apps inside of one solution. So Salesforce provides us with these capabilities to break the silos and to share information inside of the organization immediately. And like, why we have to do this? What is the next logical step? The next logical step is to manage customer attention. So by making customer experience really easy going with our organization and effective helps to like good offers, we can expect that customers are staying with us. Yeah. And this is, let's say, full cycle of making sure we attract customer, give unique and best offer, yeah, give multiple channels, build journey, and retain the customer with us. So this is those full cycle. I would say this is those principles of modern solutions we should propose to our customers, I mean, to the businesses. And for them, it's really critical nowadays to be successful. And on the right side of the screen, I put those, let's say, technical capabilities from Salesforce to make this story real. Yeah, and this is a full range of DevOps tools and CI/CD tools. Of course, mainly it is DX, but also like pretty often you can see Kapara and another solution. Of course, like to make this story real, Salesforce had to provide really strong integration capabilities, like sense to MuleSoft. It is possible. And which I mentioned like a couple minutes ago, those missing stone in the past, which now is available in the ecosystem, it is Genie, just like to make sure that all those capabilities work properly, like data is really fuel to this solution. And to make this stream continuous, like to provide a solution with necessary fuel, which is data, Genie helps to build it. It helps to build direct relationship between your CRM solution and multiple data sources. It means, and I would really highlight this as a great capability, you are able to use data which are stored, for example, in Snowflake. You now can use this data to build triggers. You can use this data to build flows, workflows. So like you really feel value of those data you collected and stored without extra headache with integrations and without extra headache of moving this data from data storage to, let's say, Salesforce solution. Now you have to do this, right? You have Genie, which help you to build this journey. So this is like, once again, full Salesforce ecosystem offering to existing market challenges, to this existing industrial challenges. Salesforce really feel perfectly this like request from the markets, and I would say just in time provided markets with necessary capabilities to build complete solutions to the businesses. And of course, like next logical step is to understand which industries next year really like would be active, even in case of recession, like this industry side will be active, which industry will consume these capabilities. And as a result, for us, it's critical to know what exact solutions expected within those industries. Because like previously I described just capabilities in general. Yeah, now let's try to decompose these capabilities to existing process within a couple of most industries to make sure we are like planning our self-development and self-learning for next year in proper way and within proper industries, because to do it nowadays without industrial background, without really understanding needs of each particular industry would be extremely difficult. So we have to build these capabilities inside of ourselves. Yeah, we have to grow the skills inside of ourselves. So the first industry I would like to highlight today, and I would say that next year we expect that this would be one of the most active industry within like considered around the Salesforce ecosystem. This is lifetime. And like, of course, previous COVID years made huge push to the industry. And like, I guess all of us remember those challenge when we wait, like, would it take half year or year to create vaccine? And like the biggest challenge was not just to create it, but to launch it on markets. And like this solution and the game complete using all those Salesforce capabilities, we use this solution to create this journey. We call it like molecular to market journey. Would be extremely needed, and we really expect a lot of activities here. So how to build this molecular to market journey within Salesforce capabilities? What major pieces of the solution inside? And I would say like there are four major parts of the solution. Like first of all, preclinical. Yeah, we have to automate as much as possible all activities that are inside of any R&D lab, just to make them possible to discover data as fast as possible, to work with data in really easy and smart way, and to prepare those developments they are doing to real trial to real trial activities. So like Salesforce give us, and in this particular point, really thanks to Genie, Salesforce give us new range of capabilities, how to build this preclinical study. Yeah, how to analyze data within a marketing cloud, data runner, Genie connecting multiple sources, and the same time capture, because it's really necessary from regulations point of view, capture all this data in the system and make this preclinical preparation. Yeah, the next step of this journey is clinical trials. Yeah, we have to engage. I guess you really should remember this story since COVID times, when we read that it should be like 900 people tested, or I mean 900,000, yeah, or like 80,000. So like multiple numbers, but all of those numbers are pretty huge. And within this clinical trial, you have to engage these people. You have to build really like endless communication points with them to capture all effects of these clinical trials. This should be smooth, robust, and easygoing process for every engaged person for the trial. And here, to make this happen, yes, Salesforce, like considering those capabilities we discussed previously. Yes, Salesforce give us communities to build these interactions. Yes, Salesforce give us Health Cloud at the background for all patient data and for all patient activities. Yeah, and of course, Marketing Cloud to build these interactions. Then since or when clinical trials is completed, the next step is launches to the market. Yeah, to make it happen, we need to build those, we discussed multi-channel capabilities. We have to build this customer journey. It's not trial anymore. Yeah, it's real customers. And then we have to build this journey. We have to monitor results to have adverse events, for example, in case something goes wrong, so on and so forth. And the next is like to build full range of patient service around. So to make sure that customers who, like in reality, the patients, got enough care and services. And for this, a lot of Einstein capabilities would be applicable, for example, to analyze severity of any events. Yeah. So like I see really strong fit of Salesforce capabilities we discussed into life science industry, into this molecular to market journey, because right now you can build all this journey within just one ecosystem, and it really helps us to operate huge volume of data within the ecosystem. Yeah. The next, and I would say the next pretty logical industry we expect being extremely active next year, is healthcare. Yeah, how to build all patient journey within complicated, I would say nowadays, healthcare landscape, when you have clinics, providers, payers, a lot of functions that are not part of one organization, actually. Yeah, they are part of multiple organizations, but for example, patient care providers should build this journey for the patient without them feeling that like patient provider is not a clinic itself. Yeah. So here again, we have huge capabilities of Salesforce for patient engagement. We have really strong capabilities for referral management, for working with HCP and practitioners, to engage them, to make sure that what we are building as a customer journey is correctly represented into every doctor schedule, into any clinic schedule. So these two activities should be really connected. We should also add all insurance data on top to make sure that like customers should not wait years to get some approval from insurance company. And for this, we have to build a lot of integration capabilities with like EMR, EHR solutions, and it's really huge layer of data management here. And of course, in those cases, when it's like specific care needed, a huge community of care coordinators are also inbuilt into this solution. So here we are talking about really end-to-end solution. It's not a CRM, you see, anymore. Like we can't call it just a CRM. It's end-to-end solution, how to build patient journey using all the Salesforce capabilities, starting from engaging patient by care providers through all complicated process. And like we really right now can build this process within Salesforce, and we, the professionals, have to make sure we know how to build it. We can suggest best practices of doing this. The next industry we expect, like usually, if any recessions, if any crisis happens, CPG and retail, they will survive and they will be active. Yeah, the only what can change CPG and retail can search for new channels. Yeah, as we discussed, can try to be smart, but they will be active on the market, and we should prepare ourselves to act within this industry. And again, like, let's try to map those Salesforce capabilities of the industrial needs. Yeah, and here, like, four major pillars of this complete solution for CPG and retail. Here we are talking about lead to order process. Yeah, again, nothing extra new. Engage customer. Here, I would say pretty often you will use them in Marketing Cloud, also Mobile Studio, to build in this direct communication with the customer. So like lead to order process, then CPQ, because in CPG and retail, it could be multiple and complicated, and it will be multiple and complicated discounting programs, like multiple types of offerings. Yeah, because like, as we mentioned, we should make this offerings really smart, but to make this offering smart, system should be capable to manage multiple options of this offering. Yeah, and here CPQ is a perfect solution for us to make it happen. So full lead to order process, effective with multi-ordering and with smart suggestions inside of CPQ is the major part of the solution. Then like second part with CG Cloud capabilities is retail execution, because we still have to make sure that like products are marketed correctly. Yeah, they are on the right place, on the right shelves, and customer see your products. So as a result, this retail execution within CG Cloud capabilities are like new, not actually new, but relatively new and really powerful Salesforce Cloud to complete this solution for CPG and retail. And of course, like on top of this, we should put omni-channel, we should put B2C customer engagement and customer journey. And which is last but not least on the slide, we have to build direct communication with the customer. So for the moment, it is really key driver of sales. And we should be able to provide our customers with solution for this direct communication. And when I told you in the beginning of my speech that holders of the budget of the marketing department, I would say that this is exact place marketing department would like to invest. And it means for us as a professionals in the industry, we have to be able to support their desire, and we have to be ready to propose right solution for the industry. Next one, again, pretty logically, one of the biggest industry itself, yeah, it's manufacturing. And here, for them, I would say it's one of the biggest challenges in their history. Because in the past, a lot of manufacturers, they were not care about building a relationship with end customers. Like the previous way of working of manufacturers was to build strong distributors or dealership ecosystem around, and just to get rid of this marketing headache, get rid of this direct sales headache, and be focused just on manufacturing. And what we see right now, that every manufacturer start investing in building direct relationship with their customers. This is extremely valid channel for them, because, like as I mentioned, yeah, employee like try to create this traceability between what is happening in industry and what is happening in IT. In industry, customer expect not only personalized offer, but pretty often even personalized production. Yeah, to make it happen, we should break these borders between manufacturers and end customers. And this is the key task and key challenge of manufacturers. And like for us, it's a huge opportunity to be successful here. For us, it's a huge opportunity to help them to build this process, again, using the ecosystem we have right now available. So here we are talking about order to cash process, e-com, the one of the like easiest way for manufacturers to start building this direct relationship with their end customers without B2B layer. Yeah. Then of course they still, I would say, still the major sales channel will be through partners, and partner management are really valuable part of the solution. But now we have to mix these two approaches within one solution, and that is critical. And to make it like happen and to make it in a really good way, all power of analytics and Einstein insights should be definitely built here. And as usually, it's a general statement nowadays. Yeah, data is a fuel for this, and Genie, like great option how to deliver this fuel. So this is how this solution should look for manufacturer. Yeah, this is like major parts. Then next one is communities in media. This is like another one industry which is facing right now huge challenges, and another one industry which investing a lot into their transformation. I would say the core here is BSS transformation for all media we are facing right now. Yeah, they should be on YouTube, they should be digital, almost no paper anymore. Television like decreasing popularity, and as a result decreasing profit. So huge transformation of media should be supported by us as IT professionals. We should know how to operate with huge number of data here, because this is exactly what like we are calling big data. It is here. Yeah, and we have to know how to build these capabilities. And of course, huge layer of loyalty management on top of this big data to monitor loyalty. And thanks to Marketing Cloud, we are able to do this. Yeah, and this is what is needed and what is extremely required right now by this industry. And last one, but definitely not this one, is financial services. Financial services, again, industry who historically invest a lot in IT. Right now, during recession, they definitely would try to be much more effective. Trend to be digital will be stronger and stronger. We see right now trend to launch Uber banking, so banking as a services, for example, which require huge IT landscape and capabilities. So, like, what is the key unique factors in this industry? Yeah, it's operating again with huge data, but in same time, really personalized offering. Banking is industry and insurance actually as well, where we see extremely strong desire to provide customers with personalized offering. You check your bank account and see less than $2,000 on your bank account. System immediately propose to you like you need credit solution. Yeah. So just-in-time delivery of right and effective offering here is a key. Yeah. You were not able to pay for some goods in the market, system immediately send to your mobile device some proposal for this. This is what banking try to build right now. Yeah, this is the what banking considering as a future, because when markets are not growing, you cannot expect bigger number of operations in the market. It means like the less number of transactions you have, the less profitable you are. When overall number of transactions is decreasing, bank has to make sure that he is like this bank is exact bank will be chosen by the customer to make those transactions. And this is core stone of the solution. So smart offering, in same time, tons of integration with all banking and related APIs. You still have to be secure enough. You still have to work with your risks as a bank. Yeah, that is why all risk management and live checks capabilities, also like easy to build on top of Salesforce capabilities is, is very part of the solution. And of course, huge number of different portals for partners, because develop partner ecosystem right now for banks is really a must. So this is how our solution looks for banking industries. So what I would like to highlight is outcomes. Yes, outcomes. I would like to highlight that we saw really complete Salesforce capabilities and really complete Salesforce ecosystem. And Genie was really like the last stone, not the last one, but I mean, extremely valid stone into this ecosystem. And for us as a consultants and for us as architects, right now, our key skill is to be able to map industrial needs to these capabilities. Because as I mentioned, it is not just a Salesforce. Yeah, I mean, it is not just a CRM. We are offering solution to our customers, and we have to be able to create the solution first of all in our head, and then as a result to propose the solution to the customer. So outcome number one, we offer solution, not just the CRM software anymore. Yeah, since everything should go smoothly, everything should be fast in the modern world, and all decisions inside of organization should be fast. All departments should work really in cooperation to each other. We, the consultants and the architects, should be able to help customer to break silos inside of the organization. This is like our next task here. Yeah. Next outcome. I really don't expect anymore to see just single cloud implementation. It could be a starter, but it is not full solution. So we should change our mind and be focused on multi-cloud implementations. We should know how to like take these pieces and create really strong solution from these pieces. And as I mentioned, key skill for us right now is to know industry, to know ecosystem, and to be able to map needs of the industry on top of ecosystem. For this, we have to always keep in mind that solutions we are providing are 100% customer centric, but with industrial specifics. So there is key trends for the next year. This is key industries for the next year. And also, I hope I shared with you vision how to cover needs of these industries. So thank you for your attention. Feel free to contact me anytime. And I would really love to answer any question if it exists. And thanks once again for organization of great event. Wish you good luck. Stay safe, stay strong. Thank you.